This is the story of Valerie Cepeda, a 19-year-old who ended an abusive relationship with her ex-boyfriend, 22-year-old Devon Hilton. After brutally assaulting Valerie, he was arrested, but Valerie refused to press charges because she didn't want him to go to jail, she just wanted him to leave her alone. She was living in constant fear, looking over her shoulder because her ex was continuing to harass her. Sadly, while Valerie was enjoying a date with her new boyfriend at a beach resort, her life would take a tragic turn. Her ex, who had been following her, would pop up and shoot her and her boyfriend. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Hallandale, Florida, a city known for its beautiful beaches and vibrant community. 19-year-old Valerie Cepeda, a resident of Hallandale, was a young woman who was full of promise and love, and a mother to a 1-year-old. She was a dedicated and hardworking individual who had her entire life ahead of her. Valerie was a camera operator at Brooklyn College, where she honed her skills and pursued her career in the film industry. She was known not only for her dedication to her work, but also for her caring and loving nature. Her warm smile and friendly demeanor brightened the lives of those around her, leaving a lasting impression on everyone she encountered. Family, friends, and colleagues all spoke highly of Valerie's kindness and compassion, noting that she had a unique ability to bring joy to any situation. Valerie Cepeda was in a relationship with Devon Hilton. The couple dated for almost 3 years. They had been dating since 2019 and had a child but started living separately since middle of 2022. As the couple had broken up, Valerie had moved on with a new boyfriend, but her ex-boyfriend, Devon, couldn't cope with a breakup which would lead him to do the unthinkable. On April 24, 2023, in Hallandale, Florida, 19-year-old Valerie Cepeda was on a date with her new boyfriend at the Beachwalk Resort. At approximately 12:46 a.m., while the couple was hanging out at the valet area, Valerie's ex-boyfriend Devon Hilton approached her and shot her multiple times, killing her on the scene. Devon then turned the gun on Valerie's boyfriend and shot him, leaving him in critical condition. Fortunately, he would survive his injuries. The tragic incident garnered significant media attention, with multiple news outlets covering the story. Devon Hilton fled off the scene right after shooting both of the victims. The very next day, U.S. Marshals tracked Devon to an Uber. Before they could take him into custody, he used his gun to end himself.
Right now, 3:30, new details in a deadly case about a shooting at a Hallandale Beach Resort.
Two people were ambushed in the valet area, and now we're learning much more about this story.
This tragic story begins with 2 people shot at the Beachwalk Resort in Hallandale Beach just after midnight Monday morning. They were ambushed in the valet area, say police. A 19-year-old woman dead, and the man she was with is in critical condition. A manhunt was on for several days for her ex-boyfriend, and when cops tracked down the suspect, identified as Devon Hilton Jr. in Plantation, they say he shot and killed himself in front of his rideshare driver.
When they reached the window of the car, the suspect is located deceased.
But now we are learning there is so much more to the story, and the tragedy deepens. According to this arrest report, last December, Hilton went to the home of his then-girlfriend. He was handing over their child. There was an argument, and according to the report, Devon Hilton threw a closed fist punch with his left arm and hit the top right portion of her head. The blow, according to police, knocked mom and baby to the ground. There's more. Cops say Devon grabbed onto her hair and began to drag her. We are not naming the victim out of respect to her family. The child she shares with Hilton turns 2 tomorrow. That child, a little girl, will now grow up without a mom and without a dad. And there were warning signs stretching back to December.
Devon had been previously arrested 3 times on domestic violence charges, and police records showed that his violence was escalating. In one case, he punched Valerie and dragged her by the hair. She declined to press charges, but she did obtain 2 separate restraining orders against him. Valerie Cepeda had called 911 multiple times, reporting incidents of domestic violence by her ex-boyfriend. In one of the calls, she could be heard saying, "I don't want him to go to jail, but I don't know what to do. He hit me. I don't want him to go to jail. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him." Valerie's social media posts and handwritten note described the same incident, where Devon punched her on the right side of her head with a closed fist while she had their child in her hand, causing them both to fall on the ground, and he kept dragging her by her hair. The Valerie Cepeda case is a tragic incident that has sparked a conversation about domestic violence, highlighting the need for better resources and support for those experiencing it. There were many witnesses to the murder, however, Valerie's boyfriend was the main witness. According to one of the other witnesses, Emily Peake, she heard the shooting from her room on the 16th floor of the Beachwalk Resort. She stated, "It was the first time I've ever heard gunshots." Linda Parker, the CEO of Women in Distress, an organization that provides support and resources to individuals experiencing domestic violence, expressed concerns about the use of technology by abusers to track their victims. Parker wonders how Devon knew where Valerie was and suspects he might have placed a tracking device in her car or could see her location through her phone. Because that's a lot of what we're seeing right now, this ability to track people using technology in a way that we've never seen before, Parker said. When it's a case where someone is battering you and they keep stalking you and they keep contacting you, we really need to do everything we can both with your cell phone and with your car to make sure that you can safely get where you need to go without being accosted, she said. She highlighted the need for enhanced safety measures and resources to protect individuals from domestic violence, emphasizing the organization's commitment to supporting and providing resources to those in need. Tragic incident involving the shooting of Valerie Cepeda highlights the devastating impact of domestic violence on individuals and families. Domestic violence can have serious and lasting effects on all members of a family or household in which it is present. It is a serious public health problem that affects millions of Americans, and it is preventable. The effects of domestic violence on children, in particular, can be profound. Children who witness domestic violence often experience long-term physical and psychological effects. They are at increased risk for PTSD, anxiety, depression, and other mental health conditions. Witnessing domestic violence can also affect a child's own romantic relationships when they grow up, potentially perpetuating a cycle of abuse for future generations. In the case of Valerie Cepeda, it has also raised concerns about the use of technology to track individuals and the need for better safety measures to protect victims of domestic violence. The incident has led to a discussion about the need for stricter laws and regulations to prevent domestic violence and protect victims. It is important for individuals and communities to be aware of the signs of domestic violence and to take steps to prevent it. Promoting healthy, respectful, and nonviolent relationships in communities can help reduce the occurrence of intimate partner violence. There are many resources available to provide support and assistance to those experiencing domestic violence, including hotlines, counseling, and legal services. It is crucial to provide access, equal opportunity, and reasonable accommodations in programs, services, and activities to ensure that all individuals can meaningfully participate and receive the support they need. By working together to raise awareness, provide support, and prevent domestic violence, we can help create a safer and more supportive environment for all individuals and families. What happened to Valerie Cepeda should have never happened. She should have been allowed to move on with her life. My condolences to her friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.